Hello aspirants, welcome to our channel Disc Civil Services in Detail, guiding aspirants to become officers. Let's begin our session of The Hindu, Current Affairs Analysis and Answer Writing Strategies of March 5th, 2025. So these are the list of few important topics from today's The Hindu. We usually begin our sessions with the most impactful quotes, and this is the one. You learn more from failure than from success. Don't let it stop you. Failure builds character. True. So first most important target is India hit target of maternal mortality rate of 100 deaths per lakh live births. Statement given by Nadda, and he mentioned few important initiatives from National Health Policy, National Health Mission and also Bhishma, that is Bharat Heavy Initiative for Sahyog Hita and Maitri. And he also applauded ASHA workers who shown their impeccable contribution towards achieving this. In this article, they have also given few facts and data. According to 1990 to 2020 observations, that is MMR has been reduced to 83% and IMR has been reduced to 69%, where the global IMR is 55%. So we have added few initiatives led by Government of India at central and state level, like Pradhan Mantri Surakshit Matritva Abhiyan is the one, Surakshit Matritva Aswasan is the one, Janani Sishu Suraksha Karyakram is the one, Lakshya, Health and Wellness Centers, Pradhan Mantri Matru Vandana Yojana, Mission Sakshan. All these are like Poshan Abhiyan is the one more important, which played a huge role. So all these initiatives are the one because of which they are able to achieve these kind of targets. That's why I say whenever anything appears in current affairs, instead of just sticking to particularly to that point, थोड़ा उसका रिसर्च करो, थोड़ा उसका बैकग्राउंड देखो, थोड़ा स्टैटिक पार्ट भी ऐड करो. मतलब अभी गवर्नमेंट ने ये मैटरनल मोर्टालिटी रेट का जो है अचीव किया है, तो उसको अचीव करने के लिए अदर दैन दिस इनिशिएटिव्स और उनका पॉलिसी मेकिंग कैसे रहा था, what were the observations, what were the capabilities and what are the strengthening capacities of CMOs which led to the this huge achievement, and what was the capacity building exercises and training given to the ASHA workers, especially health in the healthcare system, what were the other challenges as well as the most important changes which led to achieve these kind of huge achievements. तो उसको समझाने के लिए हमने ये लिस्ट ऑफ इम्पोर्टेंट इनिशिएटिव्स especially related to this maternal sector हमने ऐड किया है, and these are high probable topics, whether it's Pradhan Mantri Surakshit Matritva Abhiyan, yeah, whether it's Poshan Abhiyan. So please give a glance to this topic also and note down all these important facts and initiatives which we have added and the observations from this article in your current affairs notes. Please write these important facts as case studies or example in your mains answers, as well as when you are writing something essays related to health sector or women. These are the beautiful facts which you can give and get that extra 1 mark. And also check out the WHO definition of MMR, that is maternal mortality rate. Yes. So next topic, Kerala passes resolution against offshore mining. Yesterday in our session we have discussed enough about fishing versus mining. So till now we have discussed about mining, offshore mining, mining related guidelines and acts in our India, as well as fishing related some issues like bottom trawl fishing or the fisherman issues or interwater disputes or international water disputes, especially Sri Lankan waters and all these things. But now this is the first article on where they are saying we should not allow this, because see here in this article they are talking according to Offshore Areas Mineral Regulation and Development Act. That is the amendment to this act which allowed private participation in deep sea mineral exploration. So keywords in this particular article are deep sea mineral exploration. This is the one keyword, and this act is the one keyword, and they are also talking about auction to deep sea mineral blocks, as well as they are talking about potential. This will lead to the potential destruction of fragile marine ecosystem. So here again, and the keyword is ecosystem. So when you are talking about deep sea mineral exploration, you should definitely know about what is deep sea mining, what are the features, and what are the objectives. Are there any initiatives related to this? Along with this, you should also know about, is the government of India launched any initiatives? Yes. So Samudrayan is the one initiative which the government of India have launched. And other than that, Matsya 6000, 6000, that is again a news which is also related to the deep sea exploration. So all these points we have added few slides to give a clear cut idea. See, in this he particularly talking about threats posed to national security as well as devastating consequences of Kerala's marine resources and economy. Also he is talking about environmental degradation, especially in the marine sector. So see, this is how they do the deep sea mineral exploration, and this is how they dig. So here you check out the mines, mining. See, India is a hub of many critical minerals like gold, zinc, cobalt. Especially if you see the coastal area of this Gujarat, AP, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, that is exclusive economic zones. See, first you should know about what is this, what are the features of this offshore mining or deep sea mining. It's like in the depth of 200 meters, when you are digging something like critical minerals or extracting some minerals, that comes under deep sea mining, because deep sea mining involves an activity where the polymetallic nodules on abyssal plains have been used. So here I have given three types of ways of digging and how they support the extraction and what is the range of the depth. In this article you can clearly see, because if I explain it in a sentence by sentence you may get little bit of confusion, but if I add a slide, a pictorial graphics will definitely help you to get this. So it is all talking about this migration, dewatering plume, noise, sea mounts for cobalt crusts and all these things. So here it is clearly talking about how the extraction or mining takes place and how it affects the ecosystem, especially the marine ecosystem and the marine organisms, and what are the causes or consequences which gives this loss. And these are the few critical mineral resources in the deep sea across the world. Other than that, this is all about deep sea mission. So India's deep sea mission is exclusively about, this is mining through underwater vehicles and underwater robotics. That is highly probable. And these polymetallic nodules contain this manganese, nickel, copper, cobalt. This is one more important area you have to understand. And from seabed over 75,000 square kilometers of areas in international water, they have exclusive rights. And other than that, as I already mentioned, what is deep sea mission, what is Samudrayan, as I already mentioned, what is Matsya 6000. Again, it's like exploration of seabed minerals with the first human crew. And also, if there is anything related to economic exclusive zones. And also check out what is Sagar Parikrama and other initiatives launched. So this is how, when you are reading something related to your syllabus, you should immediately come across, yes, Kerala has passed this resolution against offshore mining. So this article clearly mentioning it is given amendment to involve the private players. Of course, private participation improves the growth in the economy, but what about the other repercussions? So here you have to think from development versus destruction, as well as you should definitely understand about the growth versus challenges. Is it only challenges regarding infrastructure or extraction related or policy making related, or it is also related to environmental perspectives? This is how you have to think. So in this particular article you clearly got to know about what is deep sea mining, what is offshore mining, and how it is affecting, and what are the acts related to, and what are the other initiatives in India especially, and how what are the keywords in this particular article, and what is the Union Ministry of Mines is saying, as well as what are the important observations, causes or consequences, and what are the critical mineral resources areas in India and world as well. So next, blue ghost, and this is high probable this year shown, because after 5 nations, that is India, sorry, US, UK, Russia, Japan, China, India, US is now saying we are dominating space too. India is keeping America first by dominating in all domains of space. I think we are going to be putting America first. This is what the statement they mentioned. The size of the compact core is four-legged blue ghost carried 10 scientific payloads as it touched down the what is called volcanic vent on Mare Crisium, a large basin in the northeast corner of the moon's earth facing side. When Chandrayaan hit that point, we given a name, that is Shiv Shakti point and all. So now this is the one which touched the northeast corner of the vent. So you should definitely know. Okay, Firefly Aerospace is the blue ghost, and this was done launched by NASA, and this is first of its kind, as well as it touched the northeastern coast of the corner of the moon's earth facing side. That's it. And it is also you should also know about it is low budget precursion mission. It's a prelims fact based question. You may get a question from prelims. Jaishankar meets UK PM Starmer cabinet officials. There's lots of discussion going on India UK. So I have added this slide because whenever any national or international meetings or delegates comes, or they arrive or we go to any nation, the first thing I say, if India UK is in news, the immediate thing which you should do, historical background of the two nations. And here you will be checking out economical, cultural, social, political exchanges of both the nations, between the both the nations. Later you check out energy sector cooperation and defense collaborations, space related challenges and common interest, as well as check out tourism and educational, or if there is any people to people connectivity, and also see trade related aspects. Along with this, you can also talk about the bilateral, multilateral initiatives, as well as you can also check out what are the common interest and what are the common challenges. Are these two nations doing any, are they common or part of any international organizations? What about the summits? So what about the India UK military exercises? Are they conducting any military exercises? And what about the maritime security related, if they are following any deals, and what are the deals especially in the trade, exports, imports, and these defense related weapons, etc. From other than that, you should also know the location of the nation which is in news, that is UK. So okay, this is the Atlantic Sea and ocean, and this is the North Sea, and okay, here we can see Irish Sea and we can see Celtic Sea. Also there is a English Channel here. And what are the boundaries? What are the rivers? What are the mountains? What are the important locations? Are there any volcanic eruptions, or are there any important features particularly to the geographical landscape? This is how you have to study about that particular nation. And coming back to this article, ही टिल नो मैंने आपको ये समझाया है, अगर इंडिया यूके दोनों ने बात किया है फ्री ट्रेड डील के बारे में, so it's definitely giving a boost to the trading relationship as well as supporting the valued Indian community in the UK. So other than that, इंडिया यूके रिलेशंस को कैसे पढ़ना है, कैसे नोट्स मेकिंग करना है, कैसे समझना है, दिस इज व्हाट आई एम स्ट्रेसिंग and this is how I am trying to explain, so that it should be easy for you to understand the international relations, because international relations is such a topic which is interlinked and interconnected to the every concept of your syllabus. I hope it's clear. So now they are talking about free trade deal, as well as they are also talking about the flow of talent, people to people exchange, and joint efforts in tackling and trafficking, extremism, etc. So here they are also talking about maintaining the security. And you can also talking about technology exchange, and will further boost, they are talking about diplomatic relations, building strong diplomatic relations. They are also working and expecting to discuss few collaborations in critical minerals. Nowadays there's a lots of discussion going on critical minerals. We can observe that from Zelensky's recent deals also. Critical minerals, artificial intelligence, telecoms, as well as opportunities for resilient supply chains and affordable healthcare, because India is called as the hub of pharmacy. Okay, I hope it's clear. So let's go to the next topic. As just now mentioned, Zelensky, he calls for truce. He is clearly saying make things right and strong leadership to secure lasting peace in Ukraine. He is what expecting from US, and he is also talking about Ukraine is ready to agree to a truce in the sky, ban on missiles, long range drones, bombs on energy and other civilian infrastructure, and truce in the sea immediately if Russia will do the same. This is what his version. If you are ready to drop, we are ready to give a truce kind of. Matlab it's they are talking about cooperation, proper cooperation, and he is also talking about future cooperation and communication should be constructive. And he is also talking about Ukraine's natural resources and minerals at any time and in any convenient format. We are ready to sign a deal given in the US preferential access. And he has also mentioned few other points related to it should be for the welfare of the global. They should be taken a decision. And here clearly mentioned our meeting in Washington, he was mentioning about the discussion and argument which went on Oval Office at the White House on Friday did not go the way it was supposed to be. It is regrettable that it happened this way. It is time to make things right. So this is how a diplomat and how a nation and how a king responds. See, such a wonderful response he has given. He is talking. He is still expecting positivity and support from the nation. Yes, better not to be right about that. And one more statement. Okay, let's go to the next topic. Here it's a quiz on various events happened on March 5th. I added this slide from the digital version. It is talking about Great Britain, Madam Chiang. So these are kind of important facts which are highly important for prelims. So just give a glance. It's a self-explaining explaining points kind of. And these are the facts I always told you. Make a list of all these facts in your current affairs notes and quote these in your answers wherever necessary, and you can apply. Again, this is a question corner on carbon button. See, this year there's a lots of discussions going on: carbon intensity, carbon button, carbon emissions, carbon market, CBAM, all these things. So you should definitely know about this GDP per capita, how they can mention. By a government of country may also measure its own development by tracking carbon emissions. That is, they calculate. So this question is important. If just give a glance, it is a question answer kind of, and it also gives few facts as well as few inputs. Aadhaar seems the default bet to restrictive voter. This is the discussion which is going about removing those fake ID cards and every ID voter ID cards discussion which is in news because of the election commissions of India has taken a decision. It's a kind of removing the deduplication. It's a kind of clearing deduplication exercise. Little has changed in the income tax bill. This article highly important. You should definitely know. So it is replacing Income Tax Act, IT Act 1961, and for the first time they are introducing the word tax year in the place of assessment year, and they are also talking about clear cut terminology, and administration lapses and gaps should be avoided. There should be clear cut slabs, and it should be very easy and very affordable to everyone. And also this article clearly given a complete picture of this, and he is talking about reducing litigation and creating a fairer and more predictable tax environment is the main feature of this bill. So in this article he mentioned about Justice Case Puttaswamy's Union of India 2017 case, where his fundamental right to privacy was affirmed. See, recently we lost this legendary person, Case Puttaswamy. Again I am reminding you, this question has high chances of appearing in your prelims, whether it's related to fundamental right to privacy or whether it comes in perspective of Case Puttaswamy. So keywords of these particular article are income tax bills, CTBT, and this case Puttaswamy versus Union of India case, and what is the main definition of income as per section 249, and what are the complex and what are the challenges and what are the concerns of this bill. We will be discussing this in detail. Remodeling UAE India Aviation Partnership. The first most thought which should come in your mind. In this article they have given few facts related to UAE to India, India to UAE, the cities where the carriers are limited to operating a total of few numbers. So they have given few facts, analysis and data. If just go through this article and make just 2 to 3 lines of points, nothing more than that, but do a little bit of background and add few points like what is the significance of Udan, what are the other achievements of aviation. See, our Ministry of Aviation, that is Kinjarpu Ramu Garu, is giving lots of impeccable contribution in building India's civil aviation in a top position. He wants to make it in a top position. So they are coming up with lots of building infrastructure, improving infrastructure, especially in the airports and everything, improving these number of flights and carriers, and he is trying to build that connectivity. Growth of connectivity, traveling public should get that benefited, and even the small person in his speech in parliament, he said the person who wears chappal should board Hawai Jahaz. That is what matlab jo is not even affordable to wear proper sandals should also get affordability to having that privilege to travel through aircrafts. That is why what the main motto of the Indian civil aviation he was said. So I am giving a little bit of background of India's aviation. Now here they are focusing on remodeling UAE India aviation, especially partnership. So it will definitely unlock new avenues of mutually beneficial growth and integration. It will be definitely building upon the significant strides which we achieved over years. And UAE India has a long what is called a huge interaction as well as connectivity as well as international partnership, especially in the terms of high demand for the carriers which fly over 600 times. मतलब इंडिया से वहाँ जाने वाले carriers ही ज़्यादा हैं. So here in this article they are talking about supporting each other in the form of knowledge sharing, training of Indian pilots, partnering in India's rapidly emerging aviation maintenance, repairing, overhauling, and promoting India's globally renowned tourism sector, as well as investing in India's government Udan Airport scheme for the better connectivity of Tier 2 and Tier 3 Indian cities. आपको यहाँ समझ में आना चाहिए कि Tier 2 के अंदर कौन से cities आते हैं and Tier 2 3 के अंदर क्या आते हैं. So these are the few topics which they are talking, and other than this they are also talking about offering the citizens of UAE in India the ability to connect, engage, and thrive. It's simply building connectivity, global connectivity. From here, they will build that economic and growth related tie-ups too. These are like interconnection of your what is called building that strong strategic ties. 50 years ago, 100 years ago, I always told you to write again, note down these facts in your notes, and whenever you feel like yes, these facts are can be applied in your mains answer, just quote it them. Designing India's AI safety. I told you many times this year AI is high probable and there will be no question coming without AI. So first, immediately after reading this heading, apart from understanding the important synopsis, facts and inputs and data given under this article, the most important thing which should come in your mind, India AI. So what India is doing under AI? So definitely India's AI mission, उसके अंदर क्या है? It has few important points like developing indigenous AI system, and second most important, AI Safety Institute, and third most important point, strengthening AI research and innovation, that is R&D. And उसके बाद में आएगा AI's infrastructure and development. उसके बाद में आएगा global collaborations at AI governance. इसके बाद में what are the pillars of AI mission? तो pillars of AI missions are like computing infra, database platform, and India's AI innovation centers. Other than that, safe and trusted AI. उसके बाद में आएगा AI skilling and jobs. और उसके बाद में आएगा again international collaborations. So other than this, you should know, okay, what is this AI Safety Institute is all about. Here I have added a slide, so you should have this मतलब एक स्लाइड ऐड करने से मतलब मैं जितना भी बताऊं, लेकिन आपको पिक्टोरियल रिप्रेजेंटेशन अगर कुछ मिलेगा तो आपको और ज़्यादा याद रहेगा. सो व्हाट इज दिस AI Safety Institute is all about? Institute, ASI. See, AISI, sorry, it is AISI. ASI is one thing, that is Anthropological Survey of India, that is completely different. This is AISI, that is Artificial Intelligence Safety Institute, because there are lots of discussion going on the privacy, data privacy, security, guidelines, data theft, copyrights, etc. So safety institute की बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है. क्यों? Foundation of institute especially for the safe and trusted pillar. These are the highlights and inputs of this particular. And having a global AI safety institutes. और उसका key focus areas for these institute होंगे addressing India specific challenges. मतलब challenges क्या हैं? Infra है, skills है. There's a lots of gap between policy making and implementation. So bridging that gap should be very much important, especially from policy making to implementation. Skilling का है, training का है, as well it is also important technology related backdrop जो है वो improve करना है. And most importantly, international cities or nations should look forward to come to India to have that AI related collaborations. So one stop destination जिस तरह हम space में हैं, टूरिज्म में है, इकोनॉमी में है, इन्वेस्टमेंट में है, बिकॉज ऑफ द स्टेबल डेमोक्रेसी एंड रिपीटेडली inclusive growth, We are the like one stop destination for the investments at the global level. Similarly, global level में AI को देखने के लिए भी India should be the one stop and first stop solution. This is one more important. And from development perspective, deepfake should be avoided, watermarking should be taken care of, and balancing जब आएगा, it's highly important to handle both local, national. I'm writing too fast because I don't want to waste time and energy. And most importantly, international. Governance का जो है highly important है. So balancing this governance at local, national, international levels is highly important, which take care of AI safety taxonomy, international models, as well as notification framework. So see, it's all about how you read a topic in newspaper and how you interconnect it to the syllabus and other perspectives. So this is how you have to improve your multidimensional approach, 360 degrees approach for reading a particular topic. And here again I have given AI for progress for some leading initiatives for growth, where it is talking about skilling program, as I already mentioned, youth boot camp. And the boot camps are like nowadays it's a huge awareness campaigns, and AI in vocational training, in innovation fund, competency development centers, collaborations with global tech gains, as well as skill India a portal. So coming back, this article is all about it. AISI network that seeks to facilitate common technical understanding of AI risk. And Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology announced that the AISI is set to operate on a hub and spoke model, collaborating with academic institutions, startups, industry players, and government departments. So, MIT and UNESCO collaboration on India's AI readiness provides a strong foundation for identifying gaps in ethical development and deployment of artificial intelligence. So, leveraging these insights, India's AISI can develop comprehensive frameworks and guidelines that promote both safe developments. So, finally, India is focusing on machine unlearning, synthetic data generation, and AI bias mitigation, and also privacy enhancing tool, because India is a nation with the highest demographic dividend. So we nowadays digital mission and digitalized technology has reached even to the roots of the rural area. But what about the safety ecosystem of the AI? हर किसी के हाथ में मोबाइल है and everyone is using chat GPT or other what it's called apps of AI related information. So how India must also support the creation of international framework for AI model at the India level to take care of these kind of privacy related issues. This is what this whole article is talking about. मतलब indigenous development इसलिए कहा गया है that should be affordable, accessible and available to the everyone, and it should be like build on such initiatives where tackling any problem unrepresentative should also be handled properly, and it should empower rural communities to create high quality database in Indian languages. This is what this whole article is talking about. I hope it's clear. Yes, this is particularly talking about the schemes and departments and ministry wise distribution of the gender budget. So, budget, especially gender budget and allocations, and most importantly, initiatives, few facts and data of these important schemes. So, how these allocations led to the what is called improvement, especially in the what is called a gender budget in overall budget, how it is given an importance for the, it's clearly talking about government is saying lot, but when it is coming to action, it is delivering very little to that particular gender related budget. For example, he has given few examples related to Pradhan Mantri गरीब कल्याण अन्न योजना, प्रधानमंत्री आवास योजना, नरेगा, education related, Jana Jeevan related, and National Rural Livelihood Mission Ajivika related, and Saksham Anganwadi and Poshan is the one more. And he has also given few observations from MSME too. So here we have added this chart which is giving a few data inputs and facts related to the few gender budget allocations. So it's time, instead of talking, we should take action and we should allot lot for bringing huge growth and change. This is what important, and we are writing something related to gender equality or gender empowerment or bridging the gap. You can quote this as an example. I always add few pics which were in science and technology page from digital version. They gives a lots of facts inputs which can be high probable for prelims, as well as you can quote this in your mains answers. So this is related to web space telescope. Kashmir University has a plan to help farmers. It is a case study which is talking about the action plan for weather fluctuation supports farmers by providing logistics. So farm advisory services and breeder seeds produced by Sukast. The right planting material is paramount is draft-like conditions. So sincerely they are talking about use of anti-transparent agents, promoting micro-irrigation system and developing crop calendars can improve the cropping patterns and managing the dry summers. So it's all a the synopsis is simple. It is talking about few observations made by the Sher-e-Kashmir University of Agriculture Sciences and Technology, and they taken this as an example for helping crop survival as well as crop contingency and more persistent problems, especially in the dry summers. So if these can be handled, it can be helpful for the improving farming conditions. From there, it can improve the livelihood of the local people also. So these kind of case studies you can quote in your governance related or environmental related perspectives too. And they also advise on the use of few anti-transparents. No, you can write about this. And finally, they are talking about, however, seed production essential, significant steps should be taken in the measures related to protecting these fruits, especially in the event of water loss and all, and how this moisture, micro irrigation, crop rotations, creation of seed stocks can helpful for including the positions of the positions of the formation farmers, as well as the farming and planting and adaptation strategies of that particular region. Again, I also mentioned carbon button. It's same. Supreme Court directs states UTs to provide full records of forest lands in 6 months. In this article, they have talking about Vana Samrakshan Evam Samvardhan Abhiyan Rules 2023. This is the keyword. Please go through this act and also check out about TN Godavarman Tirumalpad versus Union of India judgment. And he is just talking about giving few data related to forest lands. Belgium defense gains types with Indian firm to manufacture tank turrets. It's again a manufacturing for what is called Pune based electro pharmaceutics and pneumatics and hydraulics announced a joint venture in India with initial focus on the Indian Army's tank. So that is why it is in news. It is related to defense cooperation. It's again to improving the defense tie-ups. That's it. So these are the important topics from today's newspaper. I hope we tried our level best to add few synopsis inputs and few background related schemes, initiatives, all the points. Today's session was really wonderful. We are trying to give much more importance to your upcoming prelims too. We will be releasing few sessions related to exclusive revision of prelims. We'll try our best to do the best for the sincere aspirants who are really trying to clear their prelims 2025. I'm concluding this session now. Study well, all the best, do your preparation repeatedly, do revisions of the concepts and current affairs as well. Try to write one sincere test series module in an exam to have that real-time exam experience. And That's it. What I want to tell once again, do your work genuinely and honestly. You will definitely get good results, whatever you are aspired for. Have a fantastic day. Thank you so much.